One thing that J.J. Abrams, the writer and director of Star Wars Episode 9, plans on doing is, of course, delivering tons of twists and turns and surprises that will shock the fans for this movie. This is Mike Zero. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, one of the biggest questions by a lot of fans around, the world now who are really curious about Star Wars Episode 9 and just fascinated about exactly how J.J. Abrams is going to tie everything all together. Now, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film when it comes to some of the set leaks, the set designs, the concept art and storyboard descriptions, etc. And what's really interesting about all of this is that one of the plot leaks, or should I say one of the plot twists in Star Wars Episode 9 is going to change history when it comes to this movie and how it reflects on the past two trilogies, such as the originals and, of course, the prequels. Now, this honestly, I believe, lines directly up with J.J. Abrams and his big plan of tying everything together. In case you guys were unaware, this movie will be a movie that will tie all 9 movies together into one big movie. So, one of the big plot twists in Star Wars Episode 9 is going to actually change Star Wars history. Either for the better or worse right now, we're not quite sure, because if you look at Star Wars Episode 9 as a whole, we do know that J.J. Abrams and Chris Terrio, yes, they have been trying very hard in order to get this movie just right. And we also know that there were a lot of different script rewrites and adjustments before in the past where they changed certain ideas. Now, we also know that they're going to be changing the character of Rey and Kylo Ren. Now, that's the one thing that a lot of fans are really looking forward to, of course, the path of both Rey and Kylo Ren. As far as plot twists go, alright, we do know that J.J. Abrams will be implementing tons of twists and turns in this movie, one of which will change Star Wars history. Now, do you guys think that's a good or a bad thing by Disney and Lucasfilm? I'm not quite sure, guys. It's really a big risk in my point of view for Disney and Lucasfilm to have a plot twist in Star Wars Episode 9 that is actually going to reflect on both the prequels and the sequels, that will actually change our perception of those films to a certain extent. And if you look at The Last Jedi and all, we can see what Rian Johnson did, with Luke Skywalker's mindset and how basically the Jedi in the prequels were always wrong and all that. It kind of really just changed our view on the prequels to a certain extent. So, I think it is a huge risk for one of the plot twists in Star Wars Episode 9 to change Star Wars history. I don't know how significant it will actually change history for the franchise itself. It may just be something minor. It may be something huge for all we know. But I think that JJ and Chris, they are taking a lot of risks here. And of course, with risks, that can actually be either very successful or unsuccessful. And, we do know that JJ is really trying to patch things together right now. Certain aspects of Episode 9 will fix certain elements of Star Wars The Last Jedi. I don't know if you guys heard about this just the other day, but J.J. Abrams apparently is already putting together Kylo Ren's mask. So there was this legitimate leak, it's a very interesting one for sure, in which we actually learned that Kylo Ren's helmet is returning in Episode 9. This actually comes from a Star Wars marketing meeting. I don't know if you guys heard about the big story 2 days ago, but one of the leaks actually goes over Kylo Ren's helmet being put back together again with this red crystalline material that actually glues it all back together. And you can literally see how that's almost like a literal way of telling the fans that he is trying to pick up the pieces and put it back together again. We were pretty much for certain that Kylo Ren's helmet was destroyed for good in The Last Jedi, and now it seems like it's coming back in Episode 9. As far as plot twist goes, guys, we didn't really get that too much in The Last Jedi. Sure, we had the death of Supreme Leader Snoke by the hands of his own apprentice, and the concept of the apprentice killing the master, and absolutely we had Luke Skywalker using the Force projection technique. In The Empire Strikes Back, it's "No, I am your father." And then in Star Wars The Last Jedi, in my point of view, it's basically "No, I'm not really here." So, when we look at Episode 9 specifically, I think that JJ is just really trying to do a lot of different things here that will truly come out of left field and just really catch everybody off guard. And I love surprises, mind you, I really do love surprises as well as it really is going to be an exciting surprise that really resonates with me and that makes me want to go ahead and watch the movie multiple times. That's the type of plot twist that I want to see. And if it changes Star Wars history, either for the better or for the worse, we'll have to wait and see exactly what JJ has up his sleeve right now. But anyways, guys, let me know what you think about all of this below in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
From night to moon we hear them moans again.